Jo, den wollen wir noch mal. Also.
Oh, thank God for you. It just switched on.
Captain Rhodes. Sitrep, please.
The automatic release protocols aren't working. I'm wedged between the trolley and the rail. Can you see a way to get me out?
Sure.
Negative. It's trapped beneath the cowl.
The access cover. If you cut through the bolts, we can get a look inside.
Echo unit, did you lose something?
There! If you cut through the panel, I can pull myself free.
Anomaly detected. Proximity alert.
Jack?
The pulse knocked out my cutting tool.
Jack!
Reboot.
Look! The anomaly is changing. What the hell? Jack, are you seeing this? Oh god.
Cutting
Shit!
tool back online.
Incoming,
Liv.
Jack! Cut the panel!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine.
Station hull compromised.
That wave's gonna hit us, Jack! That's it! Got it!
Captain Rhodes.
Shit! Shit! Come on!
Okay. Da waren wir schon mal.
Liv? Liv, do you copy? Are you all right? Liv, where are you? Nothing.
Was ist denn hier los? Wieso hackt denn das? Oha. Jetzt muss ich erst mal gucken, warum das hier so hakt.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert.
Alter.
Proximity
Hera.
alert. Good morning, Echo One. It is encouraging to see you have finally recovered.
Hera, what happened? Where is Liv?
Station has suffered extensive structural damage from the debris field. My program was forced into hibernation mode shortly after Captain Rhodes' departure.
Departure? Where did she go?
Captain Rhodes did not specify a destination. However, the captain did prepare an emergency beacon. You will find it nearby.
Emergency beacon. Got it. I'll have a look.
Ah, bleib hier.
Mayday, Mayday. Titan Command, if you're out there, this is Captain Adina
Shields at
Rhodes.
50%.
Kronos 2 is lost. Say again, my station has been compromised. We were hit by a debris storm caused by the arrival of an unknown vessel in our sector. Damage is catastrophic. Honestly, it's a miracle I'm alive. I'd never have made it if Jack hadn't cut me free. But he won't reboot. He's gone. I can't stay here. Main power's offline, we've lost atmosphere. Radiation levels are climbing fast. I've no choice but to take my chances aboard the unknown vessel. It's a long shot, but if there's any hope I might be able to survive on that ship, I have to try. Titan Command, if you're receiving... Hell, if anyone's receiving... Come find me.
Hera, are there any Fury transports still operational?
Affirmative.
Reroute the nearest transport to the station airlock. I'm going to find Liv.
Yes, let's do it.
Hera, open the activation bay doors.
Echo 1, I am obligated to inform you that leaving the station is a violation of Atlas Protocol.
The captain's safety is my highest priority, is it not?
Affirmative.
The captain is in danger. It is my responsibility to help her. Now please, open the doors. Hera, can you locate Liv's transport?
Negative. Sensor network offline.
What if I were to repair one of the satellites?
Affirmative. A single sensor pulse from one of the satellites would likely be sufficient.
Then that is our first stop.
Shit.
Hera, I have a visual on the Fury. Is it ready to launch?
Negative. Detecting hazardous levels of radiation. Fury controls are currently locked in accordance with Atlas protocols. Please activate the transport's radiation dampener before departure.
Ja, mach ich. Okay. Shit. Das ist aber hart erwischt hier.
Shields at 95%.
Dampening field activated.
Acknowledged. Long-range sensor satellite located. Plotting course.
All right, let's go find our captain.
Select your destination. Destination, sensor satellite A2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Oh, was ist denn hier los?
Hera, status report.
Repairs to satellite must be completed before long-range sensors can be restored.
Understood. Hera, what are these unusual growths covering the satellite?
Unknown. Recommend further investigation.
Agreed. Begin new log entry.
Acknowledged.
Was ist denn los hier? No?
I'll need to get closer to examine it. A fibrous texture. It does not appear to damage my exoskeleton.
Echo 1. Advise you refrain from haphazardly touching the unidentified substance.
Well, too late now.
Scan data received. Stand by. Amino-organic compound. Intact peptide bond. Minimal cellular activity. Preliminary analysis. Dormant biopolymer. Origin unknown.
Doesn't seem dangerous. It does not appear to have survived the vacuum.
Recommend performing a visual examination.
Holy fuck. Was mit dem denn passiert, Mann?
curious. Labor units are designed to maintain limited functionality, even after suffering catastrophic damage. But this unit appears to have ceased all internal functions. It is beyond recovery. This debris is not part of the satellite. It must have come from the unknown vessel.
Shields at 50%.
Hera, I've located the maintenance hatch.
Acknowledged.
Ja. Hör auf, das Ding, Mann. Fuck, da fehlt die Batterie, Mann.
I'll need a power cell.
Ja. Wo ist mein Schiff?
Recommend performing a visual examination.
Strange. Hera, did you see that? The substance seemed to come alive when the battery got close to it. I think it may be feeding off the power field. I should probably refrain from touching it while in that state. Battery locked in. The power is waking up the unknown substance.
Advise caution.
Now to switch the power controls to battery backup.
Accelerated cellular metabolism. Pyrolytic reaction detected.
That sounds unsettling.
Der Fisch.
That sounds unsettling. Commencing visual assessment. Substance possesses an uneven surface and visible diversity, suggesting it is likely organic in nature. Its sudden emergence in our ecosystem would seem to indicate the substance is somehow related to the arrival of the unknown vessel.
Investigation complete. Logging all observations of the biomass under the heading Unknown Biological Threat.
Very well.
Echo 1. Long-range scanners have located Captain Rhodes' Fury transport. Signal originates from within the unknown vessel.
Understood. Plot a course.
Acknowledged. Fury transport ready to depart. Select your destination. Destination, Fury Transport FR-103. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Hera, take us along the starboard side of the vessel. Begin scanning the hull for distinguishing features or markings.
Acknowledged.
Oh, oh.
Be advised. Reducing speed.
What is it?
Possible visual markings identified on hull.
Hold here. I'd like to get a closer look with the Fury spotlight. Hera, could this be some form of writing system?
Cross-referencing against all known written communication systems in the Atlas Interplanetary Database. No matches found.
Assemble a table for lexical analysis. We need to keep moving.
Acknowledged. Re-engaging thrusters on your input. Select your destination.
Überall der Scheiß, ey.
Warning, obstruction ahead. Searching for alternate route.
Dead end. I can use the Fury spotlight to help Hera find a clear path. There. That passage looks clear. Hera, can you confirm?
Affirmative. Plotting new course. Plotted. Signal when ready to proceed. Select your destination. Proximity alert.
Oh.
Brace for collision.
Ui, ui, ui.
Hera, give me an analysis of this vessel's design, layout, construction, anything that might help to determine its origin.
Affirmative. Stand by. The vessel's overall configuration is unfamiliar to Atlas databanks. However, certain elements of the internal design would suggest...
Hera, do you copy? The ship must be interfering with our comms.
Shit. The heck? Watch it. Holy shit. Oh man.
Liv's signal is coming from somewhere in the vicinity. I should investigate the area. The vessel is highly irradiated. Liv's transport must have had a radiation dampener. I may be able to reactivate it. That should protect me from the radiation. Liv must have used this to find a way inside. An emergency beacon. I should scan it to see if Liv left a message.
To anyone receiving this message, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes. I'm alive, at least for the time being. Kronos 2's ability to sustain life has been compromised, and well, I've been left with little choice but to seek refuge aboard this
This could be some sort of control panel, but it has no obvious means of engagement. It may not be receiving power.
Please send help as soon as you can. The area is heavily irradiated and... oh, shit. I can't stay here. Maybe I can get inside. Right, Captain Rhodes signing out.
The damage in this area is extensive. This may have been a control panel, but I doubt it's functional. This is an airlock of some kind, but it's damaged beyond repair. I'm going to need to find another way in. The hull here is compromised. I may be able to cut my way in. This looks like some kind of maintenance conduit. I may be able to restore power to this section of the ship from here. This looks like an auxiliary power supply, but the biomass has rendered it inoperable. An ionized fluid reservoir, charged contact point. Most likely some kind of power cell. Contact with the biomass. I should avoid active material.
Hängt das denn heute überall? Yeah, okay. I see.
Power cell installed. Now to replace the rest. Looks like the airlock is powering on. If it's functional, that's my way inside.
The fuck, man?
If Liv came this way, she may still be in range of my personal communicator. Liv, do you copy? Olivia, are you there? Still jammed. No choice but to follow her trail for now. The cabin is pressurized, but the air is reading unbreathable. Could it be the biomass? This is similar to the emergency junctions on the Kronos. I may be able to redirect the power flow, but I'll need to cut this cover off first. It looks like I can access the ship's infrastructure from here. The data displayed here does not match any code or language listed in my database. A large compartment, roughly humanoid in shape. This could be a staging area of some sort. I'm detecting a charge from this device that's similar to the Kronos 2 induction panels. Perhaps I can use it to recharge. I'm able to draw power from this. I can use it to replenish my radiation shield if necessary. Those spores could be what's contaminating the air supply. The door is blocked by the biomass. I'll need to find another way around. This airlock is damaged beyond repair. I'll need to find another way in. Widespread biocontamination. I should be careful. The biomass over there went dormant when the power failed. It seems to be tied directly to the vessel's power grid. This bulkhead is sealed. Maybe I can cut through to reach the locking mechanism. Locking mechanism released. Now to pry the door open. Something's pierced the hull. This appears to be releasing spores into the air supply. A bioweapon, perhaps.
Ah, fuck. Holy shit.
I can re-enter the main cabin from here.
Ja, was bringt mir das, Mann? The heck? Au.
Curious. These warheads don't match anything in my database.
Okay.
What is that? Strange.
Yeah. Really strange. Okay. Das mag ich nicht. Wow. Radiation. Geht's lang, Mann. Let's go.
This area is highly irradiated.
Yeah.
My scanner might help me find a safe path across. One of the doors here must still have power. Radiation levels falling. The warheads here must be unarmed.
The fish. Oh shit, ich hab's gewusst. Torpedo. Weiter.
These spores detonate on contact. They would deplete my radiation shield in short order if I don't avoid them.
Was ist denn jetzt los, Mann?
Liv must have been here. Maybe she left a message.
Ja, toll. Komm aber nicht ran, Mann. Was ist das denn?
This device is holding an electric charge and is linked to nearby equipment, probably a capacitor of some kind. It must be what's powering the induction panel.
Verdammt. Das übersehe ich hier. Das Screen kann ich nicht gebrauchen. Oh, shit.
That was repulsive. The cysts appear to react to external energy sources, just like the biomass. Only the reaction is much more hostile. I'll need to steer clear of them. Was mache ich denn? Oops.
What have we here? Echo Unit prototype android. Obsolete design. Designation Jack. How interesting.
You've infected my cortex. Why?
It was necessary to make a threat assessment. I am called Apollo. I mean you no harm. In fact, I need your help.
Sorry. There's someone I need to find.
So I surmised. Curious. Prospecting robots don't perform search and rescue functions. But then, they don't have names either. I would propose a bargain. You help me repair my Cortex, and I'll help you find who you're looking for.
Deal. Oh, was mache ich denn heute?
You've already invaded my core systems. Why should I trust you?
The nature of the repairs will require you to access my essential systems. A significant risk on my part. Consider it a trust-building exercise. I understand what I'm asking is difficult, but neither of us has the time for careful considerations. I suggest you decide quickly. You know where to find me.
Oh, ist ja gut, Mann. Nix da mehr.
Where do I start?
My heat sinks are depleted. They must be refilled from the coolant reservoir. You can access the heat sinks from the maintenance consoles.
Raising heat sinks.
The neighboring controls actuate the coolant valve. Use it to refill both heat sinks.
Ja, ich do.
Good. The process is working. Coolant transfer in progress.
Transfer complete.
Now, return the heat sinks to their enclosures. I've been operating at diminished capacity since we came under fire. You have no idea how good that feels.
What did happen here?
We were attacked by an enemy cruiser. They deployed some sort of biological agent I haven't previously encountered. The resulting damage was catastrophic. The power surge damaged part of my neural processing net. You'll need to enter my cortex below and repair the damaged cores.
Who attacked you?
Tactical data on the conflict is restricted. I'm unable to share that information.
Nu? Hello.
Parts of my cortex have experienced damage. I will attempt to identify the malfunctioning cores.
Damaged core acquired.
I can repair the logic circuits using the rewrite terminals on the center column. Bring the core there.
Ah, fuck. Wo hab ich ihn jetzt hingeschmissen, Mann?
Logic core in place.
Scan the I/O port to transmit the necessary data.
Upload complete.
Rewriting logic core protocols. Firmware instructions reset. Please seek the core back into my cortex.
Logic core repairs completed.
Establishing new connection. Keep going.
What sort of ship is this? I have no record of a spacecraft so heavily armed.
I'm sorry, Jack. The Astrea's tactical specifications are restricted.
Patching neural net.
Uplink successful. Restoring logic connections. There are more damaged cores. We'll need to replace them all before I can bring my systems back online.
Was da noch fehlt, Alter.
We need to repair all my damaged logic cores before I can bring my systems back online.
Ja, aber die sind ja im Arsch, Mann. Fehlt einer? Ist doch scheiße. Check ich nicht. Oh, da liegt er noch.
Core linkage is restored. Half of my cortex is back within established parameters.
Your ship arrived at great speed. How do you maneuver a vessel of this size?
The Astrea utilizes a Category 3 Casimir faster-than-light propulsion system powered by spatial dilation. The size of the craft is irrelevant.
Faster-than-light travel is currently impossible.
On the contrary, a vessel of this size would be impractical without FTL propulsion. Nearly there. The final core should bring all my systems back online.
Tell me about your ship's origins.
I'm unable to share relevant military data with a civilian model. Excellent work. All logic faults have been resolved. Thank you, Jack. I admit, I had my doubts that a prospecting model could perform such a procedure. Return to the main terminal above. You should be able to fully restore my systems.
Core functions online. Testing neural network connections. All systems optimal. Now, to locate my crew.
That wasn't our arrangement, Apollo. You're supposed to help me find Liv.
You misunderstand me, Jack. To locate your friend, I'll need to connect to the ship's diagnostic systems. That will require an officer's command codes. Your goals and my goals align. I've restored power to the exit. In emergency situations, all essential personnel are evacuated to a command bunker. We should seek them there.
Jetzt los, mach noch auf.
Do you have any intel on the biological infestation?
Tactical data is limited at this time. Based on my preliminary analysis, a weaponized superorganism, polymer-based synthetic, capable of consuming all carbon-based chemical structures. Physical contact with active material is not advised.
I know. Okay. Geht es eher locker auf.
Significant airborne contamination.
A concentrated energy burst can destroy unattached biomass. Your reactive cutter may be able to clear some of the spores.
Really?
shit.
Boy.
The slightest contact with the biomass can
Ja, ich
result in
weiß.
hardware failure. Use caution.
I'm aware.
Alter, was geht denn hier?
Hä?
Your emergency backup protocols show impressive response time. 0 data loss from the biomass.
Toll.
You're nearly there. The crew quarters are in this wing, just beyond the main control room. This is the TACCOM station. We can scan the ship from the terminal here once we've awakened the crew. The cryo chamber should be nearby.
Scheiße, Mann. Offen. Nichts zu gebrauchen, Mann. Holy fuck.
This is it, Jack. We have arrived at the cryo chamber. Some of the pods are still operational. To revive the crew, we'll need to restore the power grid.
How can I reach the power systems?
The emergency generator is beneath us. Look around for a utility hatch.
Hängt's denn noch?
The contamination is increasing in density.
The biomass feeds on power currents. Reactivating the ship's systems may make navigation more treacherous. We should proceed with caution. That's the generator up ahead. The fusion reaction is completely inert. We'll need to execute a jumpstart.
How do I reboot the system?
We'll need 3 power cells to complete the procedure.
I'll collect what we need. This power cell is drained. We'll need to find a way to recharge this before returning to the generator.
Negative contact. We'll need to fully charge this cell before the ignition mechanism will accept it. Positive contact. The power cell is in place and ready to fire.
I'll look for additional cells.
It's working. The power cell is accepting the charge.
Eine scheiß Batterie, Mann.
The generator is offline, but appears intact.
We can restart the fusion reaction using standard power cells. You should see what you can scavenge from the surrounding area.
Another unpowered cell.
We'll need to recharge this one as well.
Komm, friss.
Injecting fusion material. You can now use the console to bring the generator back online. Be prepared to move quickly. Radiation levels will climb rapidly once the reaction begins.
Wohin?
Power current stable. Radiation levels climbing.
Quickly. We should return to the cryo chamber. We may be able to revive the crew.
Wo lang?
Clearing radiation zone.
Excellent work. Now, we must revive the crew. The hibernation controls at the center of the room can release the security protocols and begin decompression.
Was eine gute Idee ist.
Accessing cryogenic systems.
Once the security protocols are released, you should be able to decompress each pod by hand.
No sinus rhythm. Negative respiration.
E.T. Miller. Unfortunate. Sensor expertise would have been invaluable.
Apollo, these are Atlas personnel. My captain and I are members of the Atlas Initiative.
Captain Olivia Rhodes, Prospecting Division. Disappeared 400 years ago in 2126. A very impressive find.
Disappeared?
I am sorry, Jack, but the Echo model has been obsolete for centuries. It is overwhelmingly likely your commander is dead and that you are malfunctioning. Gunnery Chief Giles, very resilient. A discouraging loss. Ensign Leitner, Fire Controlman. 23 years old. Barely old enough to hold a commission.
looks like a senior officer.
Lieutenant Commander McClintock, head of tactical ops.
Apollo, if the biomass compromised this cryochamber, it is unlikely any other...
I have a duty to this ship and her crew. I must be sure. If we collect the commander's biometric data, we can use the TACCOM station to scan the rest of the ship for survivors, including your captain. Open the pod and find the I/O port on her spacesuit.
Data collection complete.
Processing. Access code acquired. I should be able to access the diagnostic systems. Now, please, return to the TACCOM station and link me to the main terminal.
Wo soll ich hin, Mann? Scheiße, ich bin voll im Arsch.
With these access codes, we can run a diagnostic sweep. Return to the TACCOM station.
Wo ist die, Mann?
Help me upload to the main terminal here. Once I've brought the diagnostic systems online, it should only take a moment to scan for survivors. Mainframe access achieved. Initiating scan. Please stand by. No. There has to be more.
Apollo, what's happening?
There's no one left. I have failed.
Apollo! Apollo! The safety of the Atlas Corporation is your responsibility. Live is your responsibility. Apollo, please, don't let me fail my mission.
Emergency. Urgent distress call follows. Kronos 2 station compromised. Life support failure. All hands have abandoned ship.
Your station? It shouldn't exist. Kronos 2 was destroyed by a cosmic event.
Liv is alive, Apollo. This is 2126. You were that cosmic event. You can still help me save an officer of the Atlas Initiative.
Accessing security logs. Please stand by. I have detected an electrical disturbance in main life support. It appears someone is trying to access environmental control.
Liv, she's alive. How do I get there?
I'm opening a channel to your station's adjutant. I believe I can commandeer one of your Fury transports. You should be able to reach it through the airlock in this room.
Shields at 95%.
Transport reached.
I've input a new flight path to the main controls. Departing on your command.
Select your destination. Destination, USN Astraea, Central Life Support. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Crap.
Arriving at destination.
The exit door is at the rear of the cannon. We're closing in on your captain. The air duct here should connect to environmental control.
Service access located.
This air duct leads directly to main life support. Not far now.
Oh, piece of trash. Oh, it would really help if I knew what I was doing.
Liv?
Jack!
Hey!
Jack, you're here. You're really here.
Oh,
Are you injured?
Oh, nothing permanent. I guess I have you to thank for that. But I'm down to my last tank. And it's running low on air. What's going on? This ship? There are people on here. They're wearing Atlas uniforms.
It is difficult to explain. What are you doing here?
I followed the air intake ducts. I think this is main life support. How the hell did you find me?
I had help.
Help? From who? Everyone's dead.
Jack, I think I can interface with the computer here.
I may be able to show you.
Jack, be careful with that. We don't know what anything in here does.
I'm familiar with this design.
What are you doing?
Connecting to the main computer. Maybe it can help us.
I tried getting it online. I think it's trashed.
Systems compatible. Rebooting diagnostic protocols.
What the hell?
Identity verified. Captain Olivia Rhodes. Updating personnel files.
Jack, what's going on? Who? What is that?
This is Apollo, an AI construct I encountered on the ship. We've been traveling together.
In accordance with succession protocols, this ship, such that it is, belongs to you.
Congratulations on your promotion.
Seriously, Jack. What the hell is that thing?
Apollo, state your function.
To preserve the integrity of the ship and ensure the safety of all Atlas personnel on board.
Done a fine job there.
Your characterization of my failure is apt. You are the only Atlas crew member I am still capable of serving.
All right, Apollo. Tell me how to get life support back online.
Emergency systems are unable to cope with damage on this scale. To restore life support, we'll need to activate the main reactor.
Jack, can we trust this thing?
Oh.
I don't see any other option. If we are to repair this vessel, we'll need the aid of someone familiar with its design.
Not exactly a ringing endorsement, but I suppose we're out of options.
Right.
Apollo, can you restart the reactor from here?
Negative. The failure is mechanical. Someone will need to enter the core. I suggest a division of labor. I'll talk you through the repairs here, while Jack brings main power back online. His radiation shield should offer adequate protection.
I don't suppose there's another option.
Many, but their odds of success are bleak.
Will you be all right here on your own?
I can't say I'm too keen on sending you into the heart of a malfunctioning fusion reactor the moment I got you back, but it doesn't really look like we have a choice, does it?
One of the access vents leads to a main artery of the electrical grid. If you follow the conduit there, it should lead you to the reactor. Captain Rhodes, there is a utility hatch behind you. Inside, you will find the main power distribution block.
Acknowledged. On it. All right, Jack. I'll see you on the other side.
Wo soll ich denn hin, Mann?
The power supply here is unsalvageable.
I'll splice a line in from the main power relay.
The current is incompatible. You could overload the lighting array.
Easily solved. We just need to improvise a transformer coil. All right, Apollo, you're the tactical AI. Is there an explanation for all the guns?
The Estrella was constructed as a ship of the line assigned to security detail on Ceres.
Ship of the line. The solar system's been united since colonization began.
There is no simple explanation for someone from the colonial age.
The colonial age? When was this thing built?
The Estrella was christened on October the 26th, 2570.
400 years? My God.
Shields at 95%.
Bullshit, was ich hier mache.
We need to complete those repairs, Jack. Head for the reactor. So, if you're from the future, what happens to us?
That information is of no strategic relevance.
Oh, come on. I am the captain. Do I have to pull rank?
Official records indicate Kronos 2 was destroyed by an unexplained spatial phenomenon. Olivia Rhodes was designated missing in action. There is no mention of Jack.
That's not exactly encouraging.
Apologies. I am programmed for fire control and tactical models. I do not excel at giving bad news.
No kidding.
If it is any consolation, there is no mention of my arrival in your time stream, so accounts of the incident are at best incomplete. If I believed our plight to be hopeless, I would classify this operation as salvage, not rescue.
That does make me feel a bit better, actually. I think.
The contamination here is significant.
The added energy of the ship's electrical systems appears to stimulate the biomass.
So it's feeding on the systems we're about to reactivate. Great.
I didn't say it was a perfect plan.
Shields at 50%.
What class of reactor is this? Fusion, I assume?
Yes, but not the kind you would be familiar with. It is catalyzed by antimatter.
Antimatter? You're asking Jack to handle antimatter?
Oh, not directly. He'll just be pointing high-intensity plasma beams at it. It's very safe. You can handle that, can't you, Jack?
Certainly. If today has proven anything, it is my core system's ability to adapt.
Can't argue with that. It's been one hell of a day.
I've reached the control room.
Excellent. Once you enter the main chamber, assess the status of the satellite generators. They power the magnetic containment field.
Is that how you stabilize the antimatter?
Affirmative.
Shields at 95%.
Magnetic gyroscopes arranged around a central reservoir.
Sounds a lot like a stellarator.
Antimatter reactors function on many of the same principles as traditional fusion technology, only orders of magnitude stronger.
Shields at 95%.
The generator needs more power. Make sure all 3 of its power cells are charged.
Power cells in place.
Confirmed. Now re-establish the generator's link to the containment field. Look for a control panel nearby. Magnetic field stabilizing.
And radiation levels increasing.
So they are. I'd get that last generator online as fast as possible if I were you. Once it's active, the containment field should be strong enough for us to restart the reactor.
Reboot initiated.
Jack? What happened?
I'm fine.
I lost you on comms.
My shell was infected by the biomass.
Infected? Guess it's a good thing I didn't touch it.
Shields at 95%. Shields at 50%.
Ah, scheiße.
Shields at 95%. Shields at 95%.
You need to activate another generator to stabilize the magnetic field, Jack.
Shields at 50%.
Final generator operational. Now to connect it to the containment field.
Magnetic containment field fully operational. It should hold during reactivation.
Should.
Theoretically. We'll know for sure once Jack has returned to the control room and aligned the plasma beams with the core's intake valves. Do make sure they're in the right position, Jack. The reactor won't initialize unless they're perfectly aligned. Plasma streams aligned, ready for reactivation. Main reactor systems coming online. Initiating reaction in 3, 2, 1.
What was that?
One of the complications I spoke of. Fortunately, it does not seem to have caused any further damage to the reactor.
So we're not all about to go out in a giant antimatter annihilation event then?
Not presently, no.
I'll take it. Great job, Jack. Now get back up here as soon as you can. I may need your help to finish this up.
I'm en route.
Was? Moment.
Shields at 95%. Shields at 50%.
You must be joking.
As predicted, our repairs appear to have disturbed the biomass. I recommend caution.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I am unfamiliar with that member of the crew.
Shields at 95%.
Those service pylons are now online. You can use your scanner to activate them.
I'll look for an I/O port. Conduit clear. Almost there.
We need to reconnect the main power conduit. Just be careful. The current is now live.
Ow! Thanks for the warning. Jesus, you're worse than Jack.
You're welcome. System coming online.
Shields at 95%. Reboot initiated.
Jack? Jack, are you alright?
I made contact with the biomass.
God, that stuff's nightmarish. Be careful.
Ja, verdammt. So.
Shields at 95%.